Okay, next is the workout circuit. Since the emphasis was very much thoracic spine in the warm-ups, we're going to go to a big hip opener, that Brazilian ground to standing for your very first exercise. So standing, cross one leg over top, nice and seated, going to just gently come down to a seated position, relax, and then stand on up. Whew. Then you're going to want to switch and do the other side. So same thing, grab a seat, sit it down, relax, and then come back up to standing. And ideally you're trying to work with no hands there for the time being. I mean, do whatever you need to do, get yourself back up to standing. But ideally we're gonna have the legs moving and the ankles moving enough that you won't necessarily need to do that. Your heart rate's totally gonna come up as you do this exercise, and repetition 1 will be very different than repetition 3. So you're gonna do about 3 on each side before moving into the next exercise. Next is your barbell overhead squat. So just like before, bar up, making sure that you're maintaining a nice curve in that lumbar spine, and then just gently sitting it down and then coming back up again. Okay, so your comfortable range of motion. Your barbell squat probably looks better than mine, Bill. Let's see, sorry, looking over here at, the next is a split squat. So one leg, as we did just kind of the split squat before without any type of elevation, we're actually going to lift up the height of the back leg now. You can go ahead and, like we practice it, without any load. One of your progressions will be to add load eventually. But hands can be on the hips or hands just kind of out in space, gently lower down and then gently back up. So for you, a lot of it is about folding the legs into your body, like we've talked about. So trying to avoid like a really long stance, and maybe even a little bit more narrow stance where you can eventually get those legs to really fold underneath you. That's going to also help kind of with that lateral hip stability. Next exercise is the push-up. Just like you did phenomenally this past weekend. You're going to want to have, you can do those, perfect on the knees, engage the lats, open the throat and the chest as you lower down. So every single rep needs to very much look like chest open, lower, and then come on back up. Okay, so open the chest, stay broad, and then lift on back up. Last but not least is the curtsy lunge, alternating pattern there. So same thing, we're going to step behind. As you're noticing, there's actually a lot of lateral hip movement in this, and then come back up to standing. What we would love to eventually have you do is probably like a rotation or something else with this, but there is going to be some adaptation to a curtsy lunge and how the knees are going to feel if they haven't been used to lunging at that angle before. So those are the 5 exercises there. Let me know if you have any additional questions, any form cues, anything else very specific that I am looking for with those. So enjoy the videos, enjoy the workouts, let me know how it goes.